Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you the basics of crystal PvP and some items that you will and won't need for it. As you may know, I am one of the better PvPers on the server at the moment, and I've been requested to make a video about this since it's becoming more popular on the server. So, for starters, end crystals can be placed on two surfaces, bedrock and obsidian. These are the only two surfaces, so don't try anything else. Since you'll be using explosives a lot, there are some alternatives to crystals. You can use beds and the nether. In the end, if you right click on them, they will explode, but they're not really necessary and they won't do as much damage as the crystals will. Here are some items that you probably won't be needing as much in crystal PvP. Elytras. They are useful. I do use them myself, but I've been learning to not use them as much because they just take up an inventory slot. The reason you might want it is to escape to get re-geared if you're low on armor or supplies, but I've been learning to just take more with me now. Potions. The only exception to this would be weakness potions to throw at people, because if you hit them with weakness, it'd make it so that they can't hit the crystals with their hands. They'd have to use a sword because it would do more damage to it, which makes it explode. Beds, they're just not as good as crystals. Shovels, fishing rods, axes. They're useful tools, don't get me wrong, but they're not useful in crystal PvP, and they just take up space in your inventory. Cobwebs. They're good for regular PvP, but with crystals, everybody's gonna have ender pearls, chorus fruit, swords to break out of these cobwebs, so they're just useless, pretty much. Shields. Now, shields can block arrows or swords, but they don't protect you from crystal explosions, so just don't use a shield. Steak. Any kind of food. Golden carrots. Just don't use them. Use golden apples instead, because you'll have them in your inventory already, and they can just serve as your food source because you won't really be running out of food. You'll be eating apples enough. So just don't bring food with you. That'll waste your space in your inventory. Here are some items that I usually carry in my ender chest. For starters, we got ender pearls and chorus fruit for getting out of sticky situations, and ender pearls for maybe getting into areas. Obsidian. You're gonna need this to place crystals on, or maybe box people up, or box yourself up. Helmets, chest plates, leggings with blast protection, boots. You can use blast protection on your boots instead. Most people put on the leggings because they last longer. Also, put your blast protection on your boots or legs because crystals do more damage at your feet than they do your helmets to your head and chest area. So just make sure you have your blast protection down low. It'll prevent the most damage. Experience bottles. You need these for when your armor is getting low. You can just throw it and get mending. Use your mending. They'll take a stack of XP. Will easily take your armor right back to full durability. Totems. You're gonna need these to stay alive. If you don't have them, you're dead. That's that. Golden apples. Same situation. You're gonna need these to stay alive. They'll improve your hearts and just all around, just keep you alive. And crystals. Well, you need these for the whole fight. They're better than any other form of PvP. They've changed the whole meta of the game, and you're just gonna need them. Here are some items that you might want to keep in your inventory or ender chest for just use during your fights and stuff. Swords with knockback and sharpness 5. You're gonna need that knockback to get them out of their little holes that they might go into. It'll hit them up and out farther. Sharpness because it does the most damage. The rest of the enchantments aren't as important. A fortune pickaxe. If you're running low on obsidian, you place down some ender chests. Each one gives you 8. There's where that comes from. Silk pickaxes. You place down an ender chest, you might want it back. There's your silk. This isn't as important as I would say the fortune is, as long as you have multiple ender chests. A bow with infinity and maybe punch and power. You need these. Well, you don't need them, but they're very useful in some situations. Maybe the crystal's too far. You can shoot the bow and hit it. Maybe somebody's rushing you while you're trying to gear up or something. Use your punch. That'll knock them back pretty far. Also, bows with power 5 do a ton of damage. Now, if you want, you can use weakness arrows just to piss people off, make it harder to hit their crystals. I just use regular arrows because infinity works on them and it's just more convenient. XP bottles, if you run out in your shulker, and then you just have some extra here. Ender pearls, chorus fruit, you're just gonna need them for getting out of tight situations, like I said earlier. Obsidian, you might run out in your shulker, you might just need easy access to get to these. Boom, right there. Ender chests, you will need these, 100%. You will need them. Now, here, I'll show you some situations that you'll probably be coming across if you're fighting. The first one, say somebody's like pillaring up, they're going up. Boom, you place a block next to them, hit the crystal. They'll either go flying off, or if it's right by their feet, it'll do a ton of damage, and that gives you a head start in the fight. Now, if you get trapped in a box, like so, make sure you have chorus fruit or ender pearls. Ender pearls, boom, right out. Or you can like throw it at the sides. I can't really get in very well. Some people can. Chorus fruit. If they have you boxed up just a little better to the point where you can't pearl out, like so. Hold up. Oops. Then you can eat the chorus fruit, and once you do, it'll just teleport you right out. Hopefully I don't go down. I did. Give me a sec. I don't feel like I did in my videos, so yeah. So you can use your chorus fruit to get out, and then it'll work just as well, if not better than the pearls. I usually carry pearls and not chorus fruit because you can pearl away with them. That's also another reason why the elytras aren't as good. Now, the places the crystals do most damage is right by your feet. Whether you're right next to it, maybe like 5 blocks away, it does a lot of damage. Now, if you're a block under it, it won't do as much. But if I were to do that here, it immediately drains my heart. If I were a block above it, it'll launch me back more, but it does less damage than if I was right by it. So if you can, you're in here, let's say you get hit out, somebody hits you, places a crystal here, like you get hit, crystal there, you're out. Well, either just run away, place this, eat a gapple, switch your crystal, boom, stay behind the blocks. Otherwise, if you mess up, come over here, more damage to you. That's not good. Now, a good thing to do is make these around you. You can place them easily in these corners, or not so easily on front of you, and you can hit them like that. And if people are out there, do this and fuck them up. But if you want even more safety, somebody's like over there, place some blocks behind you. It's harder to hit you out. This is the main reason you want knockback on your swords, to hit people up and out of here. Because if you do like hit somebody up, or just hit them with your fist, place a crystal, then their feet will be right up next to it. It'll hit them, they'll go flying, it'll do a lot. So, let's say that you're down in a hole, maybe at bedrock. You're kind of stuck, like this. Like, maybe you just glitched in with an elytra or something, you can't get out. One thing to know, if there's like another block here, they're standing on it, you can place on the sides of blocks. You can place under blocks, but you can't hit it as easy. Unless you pearl out, and then you can come and hit it. But a lot of people seem to think that the only place you can place crystals are on top. That's wrong. You can place on any side, on top, or on bottom. But remember, if you are on bottom, you place it, you gotta come out. If you're like pillaring up and somebody's above you, and you're like here, you just place a block. Well, usually place it a bit higher so you can jump. Like place a block, boom, crystal, hit them. They'll go flying down, take fall damage, plus a crystal on their feet. It does more, but you're under it, so it won't do as much to you. It gives you another head start in battle. If you were to like get hit up out of your box, somebody got you, you're down to like very low hearts, like this, like that. Just try as much as you can. Run away, maybe place a block in front of you, get on top, try to get below, eat a gapple. Just do whatever you can to get back up to this many hearts. And if you pop a totem, like so, try to have a hotkey for it, F, boom. Maybe have some here too. Since I only not a hotkey, or maybe a hotkey. I have 2 buttons on the side of my mouse. I prefer my totems and my crystals. Crystals mainly for when I'm eating, I can just switch sides. Or if I pop a totem, F, boom. It's just easiest for me that way. That's the 2 I prefer. I know some people that have some for almost every place in their thing, which is good for them. That's great. That's what you want. It'll make your experience with crystal fighting much easier. If you don't have hotkeys, get used to a scroll wheel. That's all I'm saying. Get used to it. Okay, another situation. Somebody's in a box, like, I think I can break this one. Like down there. You're up here. Maybe they're standing like here or in between. Hit them back so that they're on this block. Try and place one in their hole where it's right by their feet. Hit that. They might fly out, get down, press on. They might pop a totem. That's good. If your health is low and you pop their totem, step back, eat a gapple. If you have good health, like, I don't know, like this many, this should be fine. You pop a totem, push them, go for them. One thing you want to do is learn to place and hit them very quick. That'll be very useful in some cases, like, such as you hit them, you can do that. Oh, it fell, but you hit somebody out, hit somebody out, boom, they're gonna explode. If your armor's getting low, maybe get your XP. You can pearl away, take